What's up, YouTube fam? It's Ron here with your $2,000 fourth stimulus check and recurring stimulus check update, plus a very scary update on Delta variant deaths and a whole new recession possibly happening because of this. We'll talk all about the new stimulus deal this week and how much of it could mean more money in your pocket. Watch out for all that, plus our hot stock tip on Elon Musk's Tesla. It may be the perfect time to buy before their earnings report comes out. But first, I want to say welcome back to all my subscribers. I really appreciate you guys. And for those who are brand new to the channel, my name is Ron. We cover all things personal finance, investing, cryptocurrencies, stock market updates, and of course, stimulus package updates and stimulus check updates. So if you have not already, be sure to hit the subscribe button and tap the notification bell. That way you're notified as soon as I release new videos and content. And as always, guys, I just want to thank you guys so much for always liking my videos. I really appreciate your support. Delta's hitting the US hard, guys. The World Health Organization calls Delta the fastest and fittest of the variants. Dr. Rochelle Walensky, director of the U.S. Centers of Disease Control and Prevention, called it one of the most infectious respiratory diseases we know of, and that she has seen in her 20-year career. Even scarier is the new projection model from the COVID-19 Scenario Modeling Hub, a consortium of researchers working in consultation with the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention to help the agency track the course of the pandemic. Based on their research, the most likely scenario for the U.S. is that we reach only 70% vaccination among eligible Americans, and the Delta variant is 60% more transmissible. In that scenario, at the peak in mid-October, there would be around 60,000 cases and around 850 deaths each day. That's about 3 times our current rate of about 300 deaths a day, which is still definitely very bad. Good news though is that our vaccines still work. All 3 vaccines approved for emergency use in the United States, Pfizer, BioNTech, Moderna, and Johnson & Johnson, and others not yet approved, have proven extremely effective against the Delta variant. The vaccines appear to be about 90% effective at preventing serious illness and hospitalization, and 99.5% of US COVID-19 deaths this year have been among unvaccinated people. Another very common question that I've been seeing is whether we're going to need a booster shot of the vaccine. The Food and Drug Administration has not authorized a booster shot of COVID-19 vaccination, and health experts say it won't be necessary to counter the Delta variant or any other probable mutations in our near future. But what about masks? Public health experts say it can't hurt, especially in situations where the risk of transmission is higher, like crowded enclosed spaces or if you're immune compromised. I really hope that this information helps you guys. Let me know if you and your loved ones still wear masks in your area. Also, drop me a comment down below if you've been vaccinated already. The next question that comes up very often is whether or not we're expecting another recession because of the Delta variant, and in connection to that, more stimulus. Short answer is yes, we are definitely expecting a hit to the US recovery. Worst case, we reach the fall and economic activity is slowed by the fear of the disease. With the research showing that the worst is yet to come, we may potentially see an extension of the pandemic unemployment assistance, including the extra $300 weekly unemployment benefits. Another variable is children under the age of 12 who are not eligible to receive coronavirus vaccine. Now, if school outbreaks start, districts may revert to remote learning. That could in turn force some people to step away from their jobs to cover childcare. All of that's got economists saying that unemployment extensions could be very likely. One econ professor said, pandemic economics is not necessarily over. Another one pointed out, people across the country did seem to reduce in-person interactions when the virus was spreading a lot. I think there's no reason not to think that that won't happen again. Stick around as I will also give you the full list of states with lawsuits to get back their pandemic unemployment assistance, including that $300 unemployment benefits boost. Now, as for the stimulus packages in Congress right now, the bipartisan group of senators are hopeful that they can hammer out a final deal this week. Senator Rob Portman, a Republican of Ohio, said, "We're about 90% of the way there. I feel good about getting that done this week." Senator Chris Coons also signaled optimism. "I think this is the week we get the infrastructure bill to the floor." It's really just one last hitch that's holding them up: the ratio of money distributed between highways and public transit. Democrats want 80% of the funds allocated to transportation projects for highways and 20% for transit, citing precedent. Republicans want less than 20% 80% to go to mass transit. Now, one way or another, we're definitely going to see this very soon. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, he has vowed to finish both this and the $3.5 trillion Democrats-only stimulus package or delay their August recess. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi also reiterated that she would not hold a vote on an infrastructure package until the Senate passes the second larger spending bill, which is a priority for liberals. She said, "I won't put it on the floor until we have the rest of the initiative." $3.5 trillion stimulus package lead and Senate Budget Committee Chair Bernie Sanders has been hard at work pushing for all the stimulus. Just take a look at the stimulus highlights from this video.
This is a left-wing dream of Bernie Sanders.
Medicare expansion, the child tax credit.
Affordable housing, I don't know what that means.
What makes the Republicans very nervous, and they are, it is true, they are, is they know that this is an extremely popular set of proposals, long overdue.
Universal pre-K, more expanded childcare.
Oh, they love the family medical leave.
And a good chunk of dough going to free community college education.
On virtually every single proposal, it has widespread support from the American people.
Pre-K, paid for extended family leave, free community college. They want those enacted into law.
Let Mr. Barrasso go to the folks in Wyoming and ask them whether they think it's a good idea that they should be paying, a third of their income in childcare.
They want to expand Medicare. They want to expand Medicaid.
Ask elderly people who don't have any teeth in their mouth whether they should be able to get dentures through Medicare.
You've got Civilian Climate Corps, something new.
Ask the scientific community whether the time is now in a big way to deal with climate. Ask the ordinary American consumer whether we should take on the greed of the pharmaceutical industry, which charges us the highest prices in the world for prescription drugs.
What they're planning on is to jack up taxes on wealthier Americans and businesses.
In fact, by demanding that the wealthy and large corporations start paying their fair share of taxes, we're going to pay for it in a progressive way.
And in case you missed a few details, he also recapped them in his tweets. What would it mean for you and your family if we took on the pharmaceutical industry's greed and dramatically lowered the cost of prescription drugs in this country? Can you imagine in this country if we had free pre-K for every working class family? Imagine that, a government actually responding to the needs of its people. That is the reality that we are trying to build with this budget reconciliation bill. The American people should not be made to pay the highest prices on the planet for prescription drugs. I do not think I am making a radical statement when I say that it's working class Americans, not billionaires who pay zero in federal income taxes, who need the help of their government. That's what I'm confused on. How do you feed your family? How do you pay to see a doctor when you're spending 40, 50, 60% of your income on housing? You don't. With the passage of this historic budget reconciliation bill, we can build the affordable housing that our country desperately needs. Billionaires and enormous corporations cannot continue to have it all. Those are all the tweets coming directly from Bernie Sanders, but what do you guys think? Tax hikes for corporations and billionaires so we can get free education, Medicare expansion, affordable housing, and lower prescription drug prices? Is that a fair deal? Share your thoughts in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys on that one. Now, since we're talking about what people want, I can't imagine anything that people want more than a fourth stimulus check, right? The change.org petition for $2,000 monthly stimulus checks has already breached 2.7 million signatures, so it's definitely a big deal, and it seems to be picking up steam. They have a few proposals on the Congress table right now. Now, one is the House resolution to end poverty from Representatives Pramila, Jayapal, as well as Barbara Lee, that covers cash assistance payments, aka stimulus checks, a minimum wage increase, expanded unemployment insurance, affordable and public housing, and free education. There's also a standalone bill specifically for recurring stimulus checks. That's the Automatic Boost to Communities Act, or the ABC Act, from Representative Rashida Tlaib and Representative Jayapal. Now, this is a $2,000 fourth stimulus check plus $1,000 monthly checks to every American during the pandemic and for a whole year afterward. And let's not forget about Representative Elon Omar's latest announcement of UBI, or Universal Basic Income. Let's keep our eyes and ears open for this, guys. Definitely a lot to still hope for here, guys. In just a little bit, I'm going to share with you guys all the 7 states with lawsuits to get back the pandemic unemployment assistance, including that $300 weekly unemployment benefits boost. Just keep watching. I'm going to be sharing that later in this video. Stock tip of the day. Should you buy Tesla stock ahead of earnings? It's earnings season, guys, and this is when companies show their report card to investors. And so that's why a lot of people like putting their money into companies before they release their earnings report. That way they catch the price jump that happens when the company report card shows all green marks. Tesla's one of these companies. One analyst is predicting a 12-month price target of $860 for Tesla stock. Now here's their chart right now. From $300 last year, they doubled their money to $634 already. Now they're saying that it could go all the way up to $860. Definitely a great stock to consider with electric vehicles gaining a lot of popularity nowadays. Anybody here driving an electric car? Let us know what it's like in the comments down below. Hot stock tips like this in our stock picks of the week video. Okay, here we go. Our full list of states that are suing for their unemployment benefits back. Arkansas, one of our newest is Arkansas. The Legal Aid of Arkansas filed their unemployment lawsuit in state court in Pulaski County against the governor and his workforce services director, Sharice Childers. It asks for an order to restart the payments to almost 69,000 people. Florida, another fresh one. A group of attorneys filed a lawsuit on Sunday to force the state of Florida to restore the $300 weekly extended federal unemployment benefits. Indiana and Maryland. Judges have ruled that these two states must restart pandemic jobless benefits that have been halted until lawsuits over the issue are resolved. Ohio, a Franklin County judge expects to make a decision within days on whether to at least temporarily restore the $300 in weekly federal unemployment assistance for Ohio's unemployed that was recently halted by Governor Mike DeWine. So here they're aiming for something similar to Indiana and Maryland, where they will get back their unemployment benefits while the lawsuit is still pending. Texas, more than 30,000 workers are suing, claiming that Governor Greg Abbott overstepped his authority in curtailing the benefits. Tennessee, Nashville attorney Greg Blackburn, he says that they are working on litigation to take the state to court. Blackburn points out, you have people depending on this money for school, for groceries, for that matter, medical expenses. During a press conference on Thursday, reporters asked Governor Lee about the pending litigation and if he will reconsider bringing back federal unemployment benefits and programs. He replied, I do not have any plans to make a change in that direction. Now that's already 7 out of the 26 states that have canceled the pandemic unemployment assistance early. We're still expecting more states to follow here, so make sure you're always subscribed and have that notification bell turned on. That way you will not miss out when we announce the next ones to come out. Also, look out for our next videos on the latest, most accurate stimulus updates, timelines, and programs. We have a very big video coming out about Social Security, so make sure you catch that one. And if you want even more stimulus updates and money videos, then definitely join our membership program. For as little as $5, you'll already be helping us a lot in coming up with great new content for our stimulus and money needs. Just hit the join button to get started. So anyway, guys, that's all for your $2,000 fourth stimulus check update and recurring stimulus check update, plus a scary update on Delta variant deaths and a whole other recession possibly happening because of this. We also covered the new stimulus deal this week and how much of it could mean more money in your pocket. A lot of exciting news, plus our hot stock tip on Elon Musk's Tesla company. I hope you guys appreciated it all, and as always, thanks so much for liking this video. Definitely subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. That way you're notified as soon as I release new videos and updates, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care and be safe.